What up, y'all? This is Dominic369 coming back at you for Occultism Unleashed. I got a new astrology video for you guys today. Enjoy it and ask questions if you got them in the comments. What up, y'all? This is Dominic369 for Occultism Unleashed coming back at you with the promised Saturn square Uranus video. I want you guys to understand, the square, although it may bring difficult times, it always creates an opportunity for you to change things in your life that aren't working and haven't been working and that you refuse to change. The difficulty comes in when you refuse to change. And that's when it causes problems for you. So I want you to understand that, Saturn and Aquarius and, Uranus and Taurus, these are both fixed signs, very stubborn signs. And they both can be very, very selfish signs at that, because Taurus is about, me, values, resources, and stubborn. And Saturn and Aquarius is doing things, Aquarius is a sign of doing things your own way, being unique and individual. So the most important theme of this aspect is creative change without total destruction. It's going to be difficult for those who've created patterns in life that makes it difficult to change or difficult to adapt from, whether they're financial patterns, behavior patterns, attitude patterns, family patterns, business models. If you refuse to change, Saturn and Aquarius, this square is going to break you down. And this aspect can be extremely damaging to people who refuse to adapt, as the stress being placed on the mind and body to change is going to be great. It's going to be tremendous. And Uranus is a planet of unexpected changes, which often manifests as accidents that force us to adapt and modify our lifestyle. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. Whatever houses these signs are found on in your chart, even if they're intercepted, that's the houses that'll be triggered by this aspect, by this square, and that's why it's important to have the rulership book so you can know what rules what houses and what things rule by what planets. But, the houses with Capricorn and Aquarius on it are going to be triggered, and whatever houses that the planet Saturn and Uranus are transiting in your chart are going to be affected. You also want to look at the root, because your natal chart is the root to all things. You want to look at the houses, again, where Capricorn and Aquarius are on the cusp or intercepted. And you want to look for the planets, Saturn and Uranus, in your natal chart and see how these transiting planets affect them. Again, a square will not hurt you unless you refuse to change. You see, the direction of the symbol for a square is a 90-degree angle. You're going into one direction, and if you don't turn, you're going to hit a wall. When you're aware of how the universe works and the energy of the planets work, you don't have to hit the wall. It's a choice to hit the wall by refusing to change, especially when you're informed. And even when you're not informed, you're going to feel these pressures. You're going to feel these energies asking you to break out of certain limitations that you've placed on yourself. You're going to be feeling it, whether you're aware of it or not. You are going to feel this energy, and the change is going to manifest. Hopefully, you don't allow it to manifest in a way that's damaging to yourself. If you need help going through your chart, you can always book a reading on redclawconjure.com. Peace.